How's it hanging, guys? Catsock303 coming from my computer to yours to bring you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Haven't seen one of these in about a week. Been uploading that Elite Lock, and I've also got some news on the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire going up. So, I haven't had time to do some Wi-Fi battles. However, one of my subscribers by the name of, and I highly apologize if I pronounce this wrong, Ostmarsson is actually from Sweden, and he's one of the few guys who's always interacting with me, which, if you're always interacting with me, I kind of hold you to a higher respect than the other guys, but don't tell them that. I love it when you guys comment down. I love talking back and forth with you guys. It's awesome, it really is. So he said, if I could upload some Wi-Fi battles while doing the Elite Lock, and it's like, I got you, boy. I'll do that for you, because I've got a few Wi-Fi battles still saved from just a while ago when I wasn't planning on doing a Let's Play. I got like 7, I think. 7 or 6 that I can just commentate over, already recorded, and then I could always just get more, go with my friends, go against random people, I could always get some more. Anyway, let me just stop, going on about how awesome you guys are and get into this battle. You're gonna notice I'm leading off, not leading, but I have my Mawile, my Electivire, which is just the best Pokemon ever, undoubtedly, let's not fight that, and Garchomp. And I'm with Antonio this time. He's got his Nidoking, his Milotic, and his Dusknoir. And we're going against Kyle and Jason. Kyle's using his Talonflame, his Zangoose, and his Samurott. And Jason's using his Gardevoir, his Breloom, and his Charizard. Now, Jason and I both have 2 Pokemon with the potential to Mega Evolve. So, who knows which one's going to Mega Evolve? I actually know, because, I played it and I've watched this. But I'll leave that up to you guys for when it starts. Speaking of starting right now. So while you guys are waiting for the battle to start, if you can go ahead and thunder punch that like button for me, that would be highly appreciated. Likes always help us out. Always help us content creators out. Now, you're going to notice Jason and Kyle are issuing a challenge. So I've got to issue it back. I lead off with my Mawile, and Antonio leads off with his Nidoking, his 007. Kyle leads off with his his Samurott. Don't know why he nicknamed it himself, but who cares? And Jason goes ahead and leads off with his black, shiny Charizard. That thing is beautiful. Too bad it's going right back. That was highly unplanned. That thing's beautiful. And he just takes back. So he sends in his Gardevoir instead. I go straight up for the Mega Evolution on my Muller, because now it's got 2 mouths to chomp your ass down on. Not wasting any time. Got to Intimidate to lower their attack. But I go for the Sucker Punch, and I go on Kyle. Or I went on Gardevoir. I went on one of them. No, I went on Gardevoir, or Charizard, and he switched, so obviously that didn't happen. 007, Nidoking got the Rock Slide on, did a little damage, but he got scalded back by Samurott, and, as a dead-ass Nidoking. Not too buff. Nidoking's a great Pokemon. Diverse move pool. Not the buffest, that's the problem. So you gotta watch out for those weaknesses. So Antonio sends in his Coraline, his Milotic, to sweep up after that, but it's not doing much sweeping because it's getting Magical Leaped by Gardevoir, taking out 50% of his damage. That sucks, 50% of his health. And I go for the Sucker Punch on Samurott, but it goes for the Swords Dance, predicting that, so I don't get anything. Oh no, I actually went for the Swords Dance, knowing he'd Swords Dance. I'm getting surprised doing this myself. So Milotic went for the Dragon Pulse, did about half, but he's getting Lefty's recovery, so, he's slowly getting his health back. So I'm at +2 now, +2 Mega Mawile will fuck your shit up. I'm just letting you know that before you witness it. So Milotic comes back, out goes Dusknoir, exerting his pressure all over the enemy team, and I go for the Sucker Punch, not on Kyle, because I know that guy's just going to Swords Dance all the way until he can't. I go for Gardevoir, Oko, and Kyle actually went for the Scald this turn. Isn't that weird that I went for the other person, thinking he was going to Swords Dance again? And that does about 50, not as much. Not sure if that was min or max damage, but a little bit below 50% damage, which is alright, because I could take another. Jason sends in his shiny Breloom, which I feel like should be nicknamed Mario. I go for the Sucker Punch on Kyle, predicting he's not going to Swords Dance, and he Swords Dance. So that's why it failed. Jason goes for the Bullet Seed, which at 2 hits does 50% damage on the Dusknoir. And Dusknoir's buff, so that's pretty bad. Dusknoir goes for Ice Punch on Breloom, only able to do about 60% damage, not able to Oko it, and Kyle got another Swords Dance up, I believe, in that last turn. So Kyle's getting his Lefty's recovery, which is not fun. I go for another Sucker Punch, and he doesn't freaking he goes for a Swords Dance or something. He doesn't attack. Like, I'm running out of Sucker Punches. Dusknoir goes for the Shadow Sneak on Samurai, hoping to just do as much damage as it can before it dies, when Breloom goes ahead and Seed Bombs it with only 2 hits, taking it out, which is crazy. Breloom has that power. Probably a Technician Breloom. So, as you can see by my Sucker Punch failing, Kyle went for another Swords Dance, and I think he's at 3. However, because of my Intimidate, when I first let off with it, he's at +5 instead of +6, which is going to allow him to Swords Dance one more time, as you're going to see. Milotic comes back in from Antonio and gets Bullet Seed. Almost a one-hit Bullet Seed KO. That's crazy. It's a shame for Antonio that all his Pokemon are dead now, and Bloom's just wrecking the team, but that was almost a one-hit KO. That's crazy. So Kyle goes for the Scout. Now remember, he's at +5, and he's using special attacks, so the Swords Dance mean nothing. I'm able to live it because it didn't do 50% damage last turn, so I go for the Play Rough. +2 Play Rough from a Mega Mawile stab on a Breloom. That guy's just dead. Like, he should have just like backed out, you know, gave himself a shot to just go peacefully instead of getting rough played. So Charizard comes in, shiny Charizard might I add, and what's it gonna do? What is Mega Charizard gonna do? It's gonna Mega Evolve, of course, into Mega Charizard Y, which kind of gets a little purple. Not quite understanding the color scheme of the Mega Evolution, but it's gonna Drought. Well, it doesn't Drought, but it causes a Drought, which is gonna lower Kyle's attack. And would you look at that? Can we just appreciate the power of Mega Mawile? +2 Sucker Punch on a Mega Charizard Y. It's dead. So this is why Kyle's able to Swords Dance one more time. Like I said, he's at +5. Now he's at +6. It doesn't stack to +7. It maxes out at +6. So now there's a Drought going on, and Kyle's Water type moves are not going to be good. But he's getting that Lefty's recovery. So he's going to Scald me, even though it's at half damage. It's going to take out my Mawile. It's got 10 HP left. But Mawile put in work. Okay? That thing took out 3 Pokemon. It took out all of Jason's Pokemon. So now I'm down 1 Pokemon. Jason's out. Kyle's got 3 Pokemon left, including his Samurott. I go for the Swords Dance, my Garchomp. I'm not playing around, you know. This Garchomp, I don't have time to do this. So I Swords Dance, Kyle goes for the Ice Beam, but I have a Berry that weakens that attack, which is why I'm allowed to live it. It cut it in half. That's a 4 times effective Ice Beam on Garchomp, on my Gnarly. But it's able to live it because of that Berry. That Berry changed everything. So I'm at +2, go for the stabs with a like Dragon Claw, almost said Swords Dance, and I got a crit. Honestly, the crit didn't matter because a critical hit takes out stat boosting calculations. So a critical hit is the same as a Swords Dance Dragon Claw. So, you know, it didn't really matter. So he sends in his Talonflame, goes for the priority Brave Bird on my Garchomp. Gnarly, buff as fuck, is able to take that shit and retaliate with the Dragon Claw. +2 stab Dragon Claw. Talonflame, you just got your ass roasted. Sit down. Sunlight faded. No more boost to fire or weakening to water. Garchomp is here to save the day. I go for the Dragon Claw. I'm obviously going to outspeed a Zangoose, and that thing gets O-code. That Zangoose, no time to shine. Sorry, GCPM11, no time to shine. So I went ahead and defeated Jason and Kyle. You didn't even get to see Electivire. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that just a shame that Electivire didn't get to shine? Oh well. Electivire is so bossy, doesn't even need to come out. That's how he wins. Just by being on my party, I won. That's basically it. I deduced it. Calculations. It's so boss. That's what happens. Anyway, hope you guys... excuse me. I had a little something in my throat. Hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle. What I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to upload a Elite Lock episode, and then the next day a Wi-Fi battle, and I'll just go back and forth. So you're not going to get Elite Lock every day, but you're going to get it every other day, and it's going to be ongoing. And this is actually good, because Wi-Fi battles are easier for me to produce, render, all that, like everything all together. It's easier. So that gives me time to get Elite Lock episode up every other day. So it's going to make it easier for me to upload, because I work and I school full-time both, so I don't have a lot of time, but I find time because I fucking love this shit. You guys don't understand. I love Pokemon. Like, I really do. It's probably that with, like, video games is my passion. And then if I had to choose one, Pokemon's the one. Come on, guys. The best. Alright, so you guys can go ahead and thunder punch that like button if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. You go ahead and drop your comments, your thoughts down below in the comments on the video. Let me know what you thought. I love talking to you guys. I always respond. And subscribe for more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles, and Pokemon Y Elite Lock, and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire updates, and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Let's Play, and nothing else. Yeah, I don't have anything else planned, sorry. Anyway, guys, I gotta get out here. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.